Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Capricorn August 12, 2022. The day can begin with some question marks in your mind, but as it progresses, you find it far more natural to concentrate and focus. Opening up conversations with people you share your day with can figure strongly, or communications and insight into health and wellness are significant. You're allowing room for others to be themselves without pressure to perform or measure up. Steady energy is working for you on both personal and professional levels. You're in an excellent position to connect with others in empowering ways today. Transits support communicating what you mean and two-way conversations that satisfy and inform. It's an excellent time for building bridges. Neptune is throwing shade all over your day yet again. As the planet of delusion and mystery, Neptune is ready to bring on the drama. Today, he will launch a full-scale war against Venus, the planet of love and beauty. This ensures that disappointing news around personal and romantic relationships could now come out or be at hand. In fact, you may be feeling so down in the dumps that you end up stirring the pot to exacerbate relationship difficulties. Don't be a Sasquatch, be a lover. Take some time to be alone and then revisit everything that's bothering you later. Do your professional commitments actually serve your career path? You might have a hard pill to swallow when Venus in Gemini squares Neptune retrograde in Pisces today. Ideally, everyone that you work with and every obligation that you take on should positively influence the progression of your career in at least one way. However, this is not always the case. Whether it is intentional or not, you may have some professional arrangements that are devaluing your career path. Figure out who and what is worth keeping around as you continue to progress. Some wonderful news concerning money and career matters could come your way today. Your natural kindness and sympathy with others has led you to make some good friends who are also valuable business contacts, and this is definitely paying off. Your aesthetic sense is at an all-time high, so this is a great day to start any creative projects that you may have in mind. Success is definitely coming your way. To put it mildly, you are somewhat overwhelmed with what is expected of you. There are frequent misunderstandings, especially with relatives and friends. To avoid making the tense situation worse, refrain from acting in the heat of the moment. You need a great deal of time and patience for talking things over to clear matters up. Hit the road, if you can. Even a short day trip will lift your spirits up high enough to see plenty of daylight. A longer trip that starts today will go smoothly. You come under intense scrutiny and react badly to criticism you might receive from people you care about most. Emotional outbursts lead you to say things you later regret. It is probably best if you try and remove yourself from any tense situation to a quiet place where you're able to reflect on how you feel. The planets were recently aligned in a way that created energy particularly focused on you, raising a lot of questions and resulting in many positive and varied actions. Even more than usual, you should now be feeling that you know the real nature of your personality. Now that you know you have such solid roots, you can build up your self-confidence. It's important that you take the time you need for your own creativity. If you spend the majority of your time tending to the needs of others, this day will really heighten this need. Use this energy to your advantage by engaging in the activities that feel best for you. When you take time for yourself, you replenish your spirit. Without this, you will quickly find that you haven't got much to give to anyone. Prevent this kind of burnout. Our eyes in the sky. Comfort is one of your top priorities, and you might spend a lot of time decorating your home or office space and making it look and feel aesthetically pleasing and luxurious. Objects with a family history have special meaning to you now, so anything with sentimental value handed down from a relative takes center stage on any table you set or shelf you organize. The moon moves into unique Aquarius today, bringing out your individualism. The worst thing you could hear from someone is, "You're just like everyone else I know." You work hard to express your odd, quirky side now, and you love to spend time with others who also march to the beat of their own drum. Plan on hanging out with people who aren't afraid to rebel against what's normal and don't care if others stare. Venus moves into Virgo this evening, elevating our expectations around love in the coming weeks. Just try not to be overly critical of your partner during this time. As the evening comes to a close, check in with your body to see if there's any tension that needs to be released by stretching or enjoying a hot bath. After midnight, the moon enters Aquarius, ending its void of course which began last night. Over the next 2 days, we are more interested in progress and freedom than in maintaining tradition and order. Our objective approach to our work and relationships can make us appear aloof, but can also help us to problem solve, as we refuse to allow emotions to hijack our judgment. This is a good lunar period for activism, community involvement, and creative or scientific experimentation. Before noon, the moon squares off with Mars in Taurus, disturbing our emotional equilibrium. Our martial impulse is to use tried and true methods to get things done. This means we can accidentally delay our success by doing things the hard way out of principle. Instead of allowing frustrations to depress us, we should resolve to take matters one step at a time. Break large problems down into smaller parts. Tackle the simplest problems first. Make minor tweaks to practices instead of attempting a full-scale overhaul, and watch how little adjustments can have a big impact. After sunup, the moon forms a trine to Mars, helping us to use our willpower appropriately. This is a great influence for overcoming personal challenges and circumstantial hiccups. Should we have a creative or artistic vision to get off the ground, the energy of this aspect can be harnessed to propel our interests forward.